All right, so I saw some people asking about the NRA hack and whether or not that included membership roles and things like that. So we will get into that now. I have a couple of different articles on this that have like a couple of different details, but there still isn't a whole lot. So here we go. First, we have this from NBC. Cybercriminals claim to have hacked the NRA. A ransomware group that experts say is based in Russia has posted what it claims are 13 NRA files to the dark web. NBC writes, a notorious Russian cybercriminal group has posted what appear to be NRA files to the dark web. The group, known as Grief, posted 13 files to its website Wednesday and claimed to have hacked the NRA. It is threatening to release more of the files if not paid, though it did not publicly state how much. So they're asking for a ransom, but we don't know what that ransom actually is. Cybersecurity experts widely believe that Grief is a rebranded effort by a group of Russian cybercriminals who previously used the name Evil Corp, which is currently under sanctions by the U.S. Treasury Department, and clearly that is just going swimmingly. Also, I'm pretty sure Evil Corp, wasn't that the name of the company in Mr. Robot? I wonder which came first. They said that the NRA didn't respond to comment, but they did put out a tweet, and this is the tweet that the NRA put out about it, that just says, NRA does not discuss matters relating to its physical or electronic security. However, the NRA takes extraordinary measures to protect information regarding its members, donors, and operations, and is vigilant in doing so. And this was put out by the managing director of the NRA's public affairs. And of course, all of the comments are pretty anti-NRA. Things like, and frankly, the NRA only cares about your money, though it's hard to tell if that's from a leftist or not, because the NRA has been in a lot of financial issues and has been served, I guess I'll say, several lawsuits over the last couple of years that I have covered pretty in depth on the channel, of all the people that are coming after them and why, and all the money that went to places that it shouldn't and people that it shouldn't, and all of the horrible things that Wayne LaPierre has done to the NRA. So that being said, this might not even be a lefty that's saying it. But, you know, comments about how the NRA are actually the ones behind January 6th, and, you know, all the typical anti-NRA, anti-2A stuff that you would expect. NBC also says that most of the files viewed by NBC News relate to NRA grants. They include blank grant proposal forms. Not really sure what good that is for a ransom, but that's one of the things that was posted. A list of recent grant recipients, an email to a recent grant winner earlier this month, as well as a W-9 form. The leak also includes the minutes from a September 24th NRA teleconference meeting. So at this point, that's the only information that we have as to what was actually hacked and what documents they might have. So we have, I don't know, a grant proposal form that's blank. Doesn't seem, I mean, it sucks, but it doesn't seem world-ending to me. Neither does a W-9 form. I mean, I guess it depends what's on it. NRA minutes for a meeting. I mean, hypothetically, a lot of big companies make those things public anyways, and with the NRA and all of the shitstorm that they've been in recently, should probably be making some of that stuff public anyways. So, as far as we know, no membership roles, no names, anything like that. This is all that we have, and this is all that has been posted so far. None of the articles that I read said anything about the group even claiming to have member information or any kind of member identifiers at all. So this is what we have. I don't know, like, I don't know the exact words on any of these documents, but if someone said to me, like, oh, hey, I have this blank form that you use, or so you better pay me or I'll release more stuff, I wouldn't pay them. Not for that. But I'm also not on the NRA payroll, and I'm not a public relations expert or anything like that, so who knows? I mean, at this point, they have been investigated and their stuff gone through with like tooth and comb so much that anything that they have to hide would probably be in the light at this point anyways. Now again, if they had membership roles, that would be something different, but it doesn't appear right now that they have any of that. And that's kind of all the information on this article. CBS has a little bit of extra information, but it's still not much. Again, they say that the NRA didn't return a request for comment, but a person with direct knowledge of the situation, who is not authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke on condition of remaining anonymous, said the NRA has had problems with its email system this week, a potential sign of a ransomware attack. So the theory right now is that they sent a phishing link or something like that through the email system. Alan Liska, an intelligence analyst at the cybersecurity firm Recorded Future, said it's highly unusual for a politically active group such as the NRA to be targeted by a ransomware gang, but he said that there is no evidence the attack was politically motivated. He said ransomware gangs usually do not target organizations, but rather just vulnerable technologies. And he says that it's not likely that this was specifically targeted at the NRA, just that the NRA happened to get hit. And he said that it's likely that the email problems are related to the ransomware attack, and he said that email systems are the top targets of ransomware gangs because they often contain sensitive information and hamper an organization's response to an attack, further incentivizing them to pay a ransom. It also can be pretty easy to get in through an email if you have some idiot clicking links that they're not supposed to click. Basically. I mean, that happened at most jobs that I worked at before I went into business for myself. The systems would get viruses. They wouldn't get ransomware attacks, but they would get all kinds of viruses and worms and things like that because, like, people were dumb and clicked on things they shouldn't. So again, they are saying that the group is called Grief. They believe that it's a reincarnation, basically, of Evil Corps. And this has a little bit more detail. It says that the U.S. Treasury Department imposed sanctions on the group in 2019, saying it had stolen more than $100 million from banks and financial institutions in 40 countries. So that does kind of make them sound like a big deal. But again, it sounds like they don't really have that much on the NRA, and that is the only information that we have about this so far. So unfortunately, there really isn't much out there in terms of detail, but that is what we have. And so it sounds, at least right now, that if you are a member of the NRA, your membership status, any personal information or identifying information that the NRA has, it seems right now like that is safe and hasn't been affected, but we don't know. And I'm kind of on the fence as to if the NRA thought that this group had that information, would they tell its members? I don't know, because there's been a lot of fishy stuff happening at the NRA that they've tried to keep quiet, that they haven't told people about, that's only come out through the investigations in New York and some of the lawsuits and things that were, found through discovery. So I don't know. I'm split really as to whether or not they would provide that information if they had it. Andrew Kang says that ransom is never random. Yeah, that's kind of my impression too. If it really is a group of hackers from Russia, like, I doubt that they were like, oh, we're gonna hack the NRA to make a political statement against, like, gun rights. It was probably like, oh, we know that this is a big organization and they're vulnerable right now, let's get them. That's my take, at least. Thanks for tuning in for this clip of the Liberty Dollhouse live stream. Please check out my channel for other videos on dedicated topics, as well as my live stream every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.